Hello, hello, hello. What's up, Goddess? Abiola here, and welcome to the Rich Goddess Spiritpreneur Accelerator series, where I will be featuring right here on the podcast for you master gurus who are also master teachers in my Rich Goddess Spiritpreneur Accelerator program. Now, that program is an 8-week spiritual business course for coaches, healers, priestesses, and creative gurus just like you to help you to start, grow, or save your mission and your magic, help you to grow a tribe that you love in your business, and call in your abundance, your money. Now, if you want to stay in the loop for that program, be sure to join my free Spiritual Business Success Camp, and you can join at unblockmybusiness.com, where new free lessons are uploaded often, and you'll also receive info for when you're ready to go to the next level on how to join the Rich Goddess Spiritpreneur Accelerator. Now, I have to share with you, in that program, Miss CEO, an expert in client attraction, business marketing, and authentic living, my girl, Miss Ari Squires, is a master coach who will be teaching a session on how to create your own digital programs and courses. But today on the podcast, we are in for absolute magic and power because Ari Squires is here to share her journey and some marketing mistakes that you want to avoid. Hey, Ari.
Hello, and hello to your tribe. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here. It's always fun when we get to do a play date. And just so that people know, Ari and I have both in our mind that we're going to be doing an event together. We haven't been able to coordinate because she's crazy busy, I'm crazy busy to make it happen yet, but we will. We are promising to make that happen in the future. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me now tell them all about you. Let me brag on you a little bit, my sister. So Ari Squires is a success coach using her soul-based mindset mastery and unique business success approach to help women who are in transition to create the lives and businesses they love. She is her company, Ari, CEO of Aspire with Ari Professional Coaching and Seminars, is on a heart-filled mission to empower women, teens, and entrepreneurs to do what they love and live their best lives. She is an author. She is a success coach. She is an advocate for youth leadership. She empowers people globally to move beyond their issues and their fears and get clear on the lives that they love. She is so much more. She's also a film producer and just a guru. We're going to learn all about it in this conversation. So, Ari, that is the dopeness. Just making stuff happen as usual. So who is the goddess behind the bio?
Wow, I'm just a woman on a mission, to help other women and men as well, and teens, and to just really live their best lives, actually to live better lives. But in order to do that, we have to release chains. We have to release some things, let go of some stuff, right, that is hindering us from growing, that's stagnating us from growing. And so that's who I am, just a woman on a mission.
Yes. So I mentioned briefly that you are a film producer and director. Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned that a part of your mission is helping folks to release their chains. Mm-hmm. Tell us about, we have to start off talking about your Release the Chains movement. What is it? Yes. Where did it come from? Tell us everything.
Wow. Long story short is that I had to release my chains. I knew that there were some things going on inside of me internally that I had to, something just was holding me back, from loving myself completely, from reaching the success that I wanted in my life. And so I had to do some inner work to release some things in my life so that I can make room for what I really wanted in my life, or what was really meant for me to manifest some different things. And so as I did that, I started to attract other women to me that wanted to do the same thing, you know, and so there was this attraction. And so I started this movement. I first wrote my book and I shared my story about releasing the chains, and it just kind of, women liked it. You know, when you hear breaking the chains and releasing the chains, it kind of resonates with so many people. And so I created a conference, the Release the Chains conference, and just did very well. And then I said, you know what, I want to do a book anthology where other women can come and share their stories, these traumatic stories of, you know, from traumatic experience to triumph, you know, and how to overcome the odds and beat the odds and beat all of these statistics of, you know, being a single mom, living with HIV viruses and, you know, domestic violence and all of these things that we as women go through in our lives. And so I created this, and I said, you know what? I went to school, Howard University, and graduated with a degree in film production, and it's been my heart. It's just everything that I've always wanted to do is to share our stories, you know, through film. And so I said, you know what, let's do it. And we did the film. It's won many awards. It's been in magazines. People are really resonating. And we took the film. The film is called No More Chains, Succeeding Against the Odds. And we took it across the country and toured it, had sold out screenings. And so it's just been a life-changing experience for all of the other 10 women involved, as well as the lives that we've been able to touch in the process. So it's just following your heart, you know, just standing in who you are and saying yes to yourself and following your dreams. And I did it, and so many lives which have been changed from this movement, Abiola. It's crazy. It's been crazy.
I'm sure, because it's just so powerful. Like the stories in the book, you know, I am blessed to have been a witness to it and a part of it, from the conference to the book to the movie. But the stories that these women are courageous enough to share and their transformations, I think, are just really, really inspiring. When you were going through your own stuff, Ari, how did you have the courage to, or even not even the courage, how did you know that you could be more than, you know, at your lowest moment? How did you know that you could be more, and how did you keep going?
Well, for me, you know, they have to watch the film or read the book to really hear my story. But I say, you know, from incarceration to inspiration, right? So for me, that moment was being incarcerated and in hearing from the other women in there, you know, their stories, and knowing that, okay, there's more. I just had a foundation. I had some sort of foundation that my mom instilled in me as a little girl, that this wasn't supposed to be my life. And so for me to keep going, to the truth be told, I had to get around the right people. I had to invest in myself, in mentors and coaches and things like that to keep me grounded. But it was changing my circles, you know, getting up under, you know, people like, you know, people who love me and really care about me and want to see me succeed. That was how I kept going. And then it was my determination, just that inner stuff, to make sure that I never went back again. You know, just never, just it had to change. And, you know, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that was what I was.
Girl. Yes. I feel you on that. And I felt that like ping throughout the goddess universe right now. Goddesses are like, yes, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, the beautiful thing about, you know, books and movies is that, you know, they take on a life of their own. And so, you know, right now someone is watching that movie and changing their lives. Right now someone is, you know, reading that book and your other books and changing their lives as well. And in order for you to get the book out into the world, you know, get the movie out into the world, you had to use your marketing power. And so you're going to be sharing with us some marketing mistakes that we should avoid going forward, and some of your experience with them, or just what to look out for, basically, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's jump into it. It.
Okay, so you want to jump into the marketing mistakes, right, that people are making that could be stopping them from making the money that they want to make. So I learned a lot of this stuff from just business. I've been an entrepreneur for over 15 years. And so a lot of things is, number one is what we're doing, what we tend to do as entrepreneurs, especially now with social media, is following the crowd. Too many people are looking around and copying what everyone else is doing, and sometimes they're copying what's not even getting positive results, right? So I think that it's important that in your marketing efforts, in your marketing plan, you develop a marketing plan online and offline that suits you, that fits your business model, because some of what you're seeing, those models could be flawed. So that's number one.
Yes, eyes on your own paper.
Eyes on your own paper, right? What your marketing should be doing is getting people to act and respond to you. If it's not doing that, you're making some kind of mistake and you need to rework that, okay? So that's number one. And then number two, is I have 10, and let me know if we don't have time to go through all of them, but I'll go through them as quick as possible because these are like crucial.
Okay.
So number two is promising people the same old stuff. You know, that stuff it's boring. You know, you're focusing more on the benefits. I'm sorry, not the benefits, but the features of what you have.
Yes.
Yeah, versus the life-changing stuff. You know, all people care about is, okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's pretty. And yeah, your colors are cute. But at the end of the day, how is my life going to be better? How, if I'm working with Abiola, working with Ari, how is my life going to be changed? They don't care about that. And so we're too focused on, well, I got to do this first. No, just focus on the life-changing stuff, and that's when you'll attract those clients to you. I promise you. I promise you. And then number
Yes.
three, isn't that true, right?
It's so true. And it's one of the main things that, you know, I have to tell my spiritpreneurs, because people get caught up in the colors and, you know, so then they'll want to say, oh, you get 5 modules and you get 6 PDFs and you get 4 videos. Well, your client is looking and going, what's in it for me? I don't see what's in it for me. Go ahead.
Yes.
Queen. You are rocking.
Yes. And then number three is just having nothing new, different, or better to offer, you know. And it's not always about reinventing the wheel, but just something different, you know, something unique, something better to offer. You have to ask yourself, if given all the choices out there of someone doing the same thing you do, what makes yours different, what makes yours better, and what makes yours unique so that it stands out. So that's crucial because, you know, it's too many cookie cutter marketing tactics being sold. And so what's happening is that us as gurus and leaders and goddesses, we're not standing out. We're not standing out. So ask yourself, what's new and different and better in my marketing? Okay, you want to get their attention. You want to spark interest. You want to tell an interesting story. You know, you always want to have some sort of incentive for people to take action now. A lot of people forget that.
Yes.
You know, that's marketing.
A separate thing by itself. Yes.
It is. Because people buy solutions at the end of the day, right? They buy solutions. So that's number three. And then number four is just having boring advertising. You know, just straight out. I could end it there with a period. But, you know, people really do. They want to connect with you. They want to get to know you. They want something interesting. People don't want to hear from a robot. They want to hear from a person. You know, people look for connectivity. Like they want to see themselves in you, or, you know, it has to be exciting. Sometimes you have to even be over the top sometimes, if that works for you, if that's who you are. So stop with the boring advertising. Get exciting. And even something really simple I shared with my tribe last week about when you're doing even your videos on Facebook Live. Sometimes we're getting on these videos and we're not even smiling. You know, we're just talking. We're too busy focused on the content, and that's boring. So no one wants to watch that. So smile, just that little thing. Just smile makes a huge difference in your marketing because it's connection.
Yes.
And then this is another big one, and this has been really, really good for the success of the Release the Change movement, is failure to tell a complete story. That's a mistake. It's failing to tell a complete story in your advertising. People, especially women, they react on emotion. People love a good story. I mean, if you think about all the great films that you love, all the books that you love, all the characters and everything that we love, even when we're going to, churches and conferences, and the things that stand out are people's stories. And so tell your story. And a lot of questions I get asked is, what do I tell? How much do I tell? Well, truth be told, it depends on what you're selling. It depends on what you're selling. And so there's some systems and things and the processes in that, how you tell your story based on what you're selling. But at the end of the day, you just really don't make the mistake of not telling your complete story, okay? So that's one thing. How much time?
You can keep going because you're rocking it, but I just want to point out that's so important, the storytelling piece, that's a whole unit that we are going to be covering in the Rich Goddess Spiritpreneur Accelerator, because it's the way that we communicate. It's the way we communicate. So let's go. I want us to try to get all of them. Let's go.
Okay, good. All right, yes. And so and piggyback off of what you're saying is the more you tell, the more you sell. The more you tell, the more you sell. People want to know your story, so tell it. And even if you go to a place and you've already told your story, tell it again, because there'll be the one person there that hasn't heard it yet. So always tell your story. And so another mistake